So in the first video, we were able to solve for the time, being about 0.5 seconds, give or take a little bit, but 0.5 is good enough for government. Actually, government is pretty more precise for the most part. Anyway, the second question is asking, well, what velocity does it have in the x direction in order for it to travel that distance of 0.4 meters in 0.5 seconds? Well, that's actually not that difficult to solve once we solve for time. So we're talking about motion in the x direction, okay? And we're trying to determine the initial velocity or the final velocity. And with time, it's not that difficult. So going back to this equation of x final equals x initial plus v initial t is 1/2 a t squared, okay? So my final position is going to be 0.4 meters. My initial position is going to be 0, so I'm going to leave that off. Okay, so this is not important this time, because it's going to be equal to 0. My initial velocity, I have no idea what that is, but I do now know my time to be 0.5 seconds. Okay? My acceleration, well, that's 0, which drives this whole term 0. So 1/2 of 0 is 0. 0 times t squared is 0. So it turns out that this time, that term isn't important. Okay? So I'm just left with 0.4 is equal to v initial times 0.5. Well, it's going to be 0.4 divided by 0.5 of a meter per second. Okay? And that's going to equal my initial velocity. Cool? Now, the way we should really express this is 4/5 meter per second. Okay? And that is going to be my initial velocity. So that's how I solve this problem. Cool?